9 miles off the coast of northern Mexico, big wave surfers Mike Parsons and Brad Gerlach have come face to face with the very conditions that have plagued their entire winter wave season.
It's a little wild and woolly, a little windy and foggy and cold and small. You know, it's late in the year, it's the middle of March, you get this springtime wind, this strong northwest wind, which is why we're about to get tipped over right now, and fog, so really disappointing conditions.
In the game of chasing waves, scoring a huge day is very rare. Today, Mike and Brad lost the big wave gamble, but in December 2005, they were on hand for one of Killer's biggest shows.
Well, to get a really special swell in an incredibly big day where waves are 60 or 70 feet, it can be once every 5 years. That's really how rare it is. At a certain height range, it becomes really dangerous. I had my worst injury in my life surfing out there. I had a huge wave go through my knee and through my board and tore my whole knee apart. About where these other boats are is where we're already finished with the ride by the time we're right here. In fact, if the waves were 60 feet, we'd be getting swamped right here where we're sitting.
It looks like the waves are about the size of the lighthouse. They come in huge.
Brad and Mike know just how big and thrilling Todos Santos can get. It was here in 2005 that Brad won the prestigious Billabong XXL award for riding the biggest wave of the year, when Mike whipped him into a 68-foot monster.
One cool thing about it is the fact that we've both been able to get that award. It was able to extend our careers a bit because we're both getting a little bit older and we're still being able to be paid. Yeah, not really, we don't feel any older, but we're still paid to go surfing, and that's, you know, for us, that's the best thing, is we don't want to let it go. We want to keep doing it.
Bill Sharp, creator of the XXL award, explains why Brad and Mike are two of the best.
When you look back over at least the last 6 years of the XXL Awards, there's really kind of some bookends. The first one was won by Mike Parsons. The last one was won by Brad Gerlach. Classic moments in big wave surfing are really a rare, fleeting commodity. They're in a certain spot for only maybe a matter of a few hours, and trying to be there for it is a challenge that doesn't exist in a lot of sports.
Heart goes out to Todos because we learned how to ride big waves there, and then I won the big wave there, so I'll always still love Todos.
But for that sort of adrenaline fix, Mike and Brad will have to wait until next season. But the spring surf season isn't a total loss for big wave riders. Down south in Puerto Escondido, a big southern swell is already hitting the shores of mainland Mexico. Up next on Wave Chasers.
I'll get one wave, and I'm just like, my day's made right there. You know, that's all I need today.
Chuck and Scott venture into another epic day at Puerto.
I had probably some of the best, biggest tube rides that I've ever had in my life.
Over the past 3 days, a storm swell spotted deep in the South Pacific has journeyed thousands of miles to finally make landfall at Puerto Escondido. After braving one of the biggest days ever to hit Puerto in 2006, Chuck and Scott are ready to face another huge swell at what many consider to be the most challenging beach break in the world.
The adrenaline I get from tow surfing it's pretty awesome. I think a lot of athletes can relate to it.
Oh, look at that set.
It's amazing that everything comes together to, make it happen. The blood starts flowing, and you get out there, and there's so much adrenaline going, just because the conditions are perfect or maybe not perfect, and you get your ski going, and your partner's all hyped up, and just the mood of everybody getting, in the water is just awesome. And then you get out there, and you get the rope, and you're on your board, and your partner goes, let's go, and you're just going full speed, and it's really an addiction. And then on this swell, I had probably some of the best, biggest tube rides that I've ever had in my life. Where you're just deep in the barrel, pumping inside the wave and going forever, and sections were just folding in front of you, and then it would taper off and you'd come out, and then suddenly another section would go, and then boom, you'd kick out. It's indescribable.
Just if you get one good wave out there and be able to make it, and I'll get one wave, and I'm just like, my day's made right there. That's all I need today.
Can you just ignore apocalyptic evidence? Can you say it's only science fiction in my head? And worried in your sleep, it's the beginning of the
end. It was having extreme conditions. I mean, it doesn't get any harder than that to get out. Everybody takes a beating.
Puerto Escondido embraces surfing in a big way. There's a lot of really good surfers here. It's really cool to see it's starting to light up, because this is kind of a gem to have such a perfect spot like this in a small town. I mean, this is a world-class wave.
Because you can get a wave out here that's life-changing.
That's what being a wave chaser is all about.